the administration is saying, oh, these were just standard patrols. That is hard to believe. Even if they were, when you're talking about doing patrols right outside a Gavin Newsom rally, you ought to know we can't do them here. But let's talk about the Border Patrol agents who showed up at the Gavin Newsom rally. When I first heard about this, I literally couldn't believe it. I thought, because, I'm always the one saying, calm down with the claims of a totalitarian regime, calm down with the hyped up rhetoric, et cetera. I'll be honest with you, this scared the heck out of me. Now, the administration is saying, oh, these were just standard patrols that were ongoing. That is hard to believe. And you know what? Even if they were, when you're talking about doing patrols right outside a Gavin Newsom rally, you ought to know we can't do them here because this is going to send a scary message. And maybe that's the point. But if it is awful. Here is what Gavin Newsom said. This is number 22 about ICE, who ended up arresting one person outside his press conference yesterday. Number 22.
It's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. Wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history.
I, too, find this scary. I do. I find it scary that they did it right outside a Newsom rally, sending in federal troops. This is what DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin, number 28, said on Fox News about it to respond.
But it is amazing to watch Gavin Newsom so egocentric. It's all about him. When our ICE enforcement officers, it's all about the rule of law and getting criminal illegal aliens off of LA streets because Karen Bass won't do it.
And this was pre-planned, right? This was way before they knew of his event about congressional redistricting.
Absolutely. We have 40 teams on the street at a time in Los Angeles, enforcing the rule of law, getting these criminals off of it. Had nothing to do with Gavin Newsom's press conference. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, no, it's not absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even if it wasn't targeted, they should have realized that that was there and not done it. That's the bottom line, is they shouldn't have done it because it has such a danger and a risk of feeling like totalitarian governments. Seriously, Newsom has been out, using this, and I get it, but this is the LA Mayor Karen Bass talking about it. This is number 29.
There is no way this was a coincidence. This was widely publicized that the governor and many of our other elected officials were having a press conference here to talk about redistricting, and they decided they were going to come and thumb their nose in front of the governor's face. Why would you do that? That is unbelievably disrespectful. It's a provocative act. They're talking about disorder in Los Angeles, and they are the source of the disorder in Los Angeles right now. This is just completely unacceptable. This is a administration, this is a Customs and Border Patrol that has gone amok. This absolutely has to stop. There was no danger here. There was no need to detain anyone here. And there was certainly no need to have a provocative act right here where the governor is having a press conference.
Now, I don't know if there was there wasn't reason to detain anyone, right? But, when you hear the defense being, well, when you break the law, you break the law, that's not an answer because the question is where and how you enforce the law, right? To say, oh, well, there was someone out there. I guess they did arrest one person. There was someone out there who some way violated the law. And so the claim is no matter when they go, no matter how they do it, if they find someone who broke the law, it has to be okay. That's not true. This is the Border Patrol Sector Commander, Gregory Bovino, claiming that they just were conducting, it's number 35, conducting patrol duties.
Customs and Border Protection is conducting roving patrol duties here, as you can see, in downtown Los Angeles. This is a location that we have conducted these roving patrol duties for the past 2 months. We've been here over 2 months, and as you can see today, we did make an apprehension just a few feet from where I'm standing. The reason for these roving patrols and the reason for our presence here in Los Angeles is to make, first off, Los Angeles a safer community, a safer place for us to live and work.
It doesn't justify doing it right outside a Newsom rally. I'm sorry. Again, I think about this in the context of flipping it, right? So let's assume that there's a Trump rally and Biden's administration is doing some sort of enforcement. It wasn't going to be immigration, but some other kind of enforcement that is not based on a crime, not based on a specific threat, but just a sort of general deterrence and enforcement measure. And they arrested someone outside a Trump rally, that they went to the area right outside the rally to see if there were people who, whatever, I don't know, were wanted on outstanding warrants, let's say. Well, we were looking, it's always got to find people who've got outstanding warrants. We found one person. That doesn't excuse it. Come on, this is a big deal.